Welcome to How to Cook That. I'm Ann Reardon.
And I'm Dave.
And today we are doing Clever or Never because we had so many requests to do another one. We're going to do it a bit differently today. I have chosen 3 gadgets and Dave has chosen 3 gadgets.
Yep.
And we don't know what each other's gadgets are or what they do, so we're going to give it a go and see how that goes. You can vote in the comments which gadgets you think are clever, give it a thumbs up, and which ones you think are never, give it a thumbs down. And also we'll put a poll over on community, so you can go over there and vote for your favourite gadgets. I'll put a link to community below so that you can get to that. So I think we'll start with one of your gadgets.
Sure. Gadget number 1 is this device, which is a drink dispenser.
How does it work?
Not like that. You have to. Yeah, I get my drink. Doesn't have to be. Yeah. I've got to put it on that way. I was thinking it was going to be a disaster if I put it on
The other way up.
The other way.
Drink all over the counter is not quite what we're after.
And you just kind of.
How's this going to work?
Well, I have no idea.
I can imagine
I've
it
never
working
done
when
it
it's
before.
full. I'm not quite so sure when it's empty.
Anyway, let's have a look. We'll either make a mess. This is the new kitchen, by the way, isn't it?
Yes, we were going to do a tour today, but I still don't have splashbacks in. So we'll have to do a tour once the splashbacks are in. Then on order soon.
Yeah, speaking of splash, let's see how we go. Oh, no splash. Look at that.
Splash, and it's not falling over anymore.
Fantastic.
Can I have first go?
Sure. Wow, that's so frothy. That is like a
glass of froth. It's a bit slow to pour. You wouldn't want to be in a queue at a party.
If you give it a squeeze, it's like milking a Coke. It's like milking a cow.
Alright, your turn.
This is so much easier than just pouring.
Oh my goodness. At least the kids couldn't pour a whole thing fast.
Yeah?
That is too slow. Look at that.
I like it.
I like the concept. I like the concept of it, but that is just dribbling. You shouldn't have to. It's literally like you shouldn't have to pump it like that to
Yeah,
make
but
it
these are
work.
fun. Oh. No, I don't know about that. I'm not saying that's not clever because I reckon that's going to be a hit with the kids.
It doesn't pour out drink. That's its primary function.
Okay, alright, yeah, well, apart from that.
Gadget number 2 is a steering wheel.
Cool.
It is a melon cutter. We have a mini version of this that I use lots of days to cut apples for Jed's lunch because he's got wobbly teeth. He's losing
so
his
cute.
best little teeth. And so it works really well for apples. So this is like a supersized version and I want to know if it works on melons. Now, I don't know about you, but in Australia you can't get watermelons this size, so I couldn't use it on a watermelon. We're going to try it on what we call a rock melon, but I know elsewhere in the world it's called...
Cantaloupe.
Right. I like your accent.
Yeah.
I have no idea if I can do this. As always, I have not tested this gadget, so you're watching me use it for the first time.
Wow.
I can't do it. Okay.
Do it, mate.
Muscle. Let's go do it.
Oh, strength. Oh.
You broke my gadget. Oh.
Never. Wow.
It started cutting the melon just there, but it just couldn't get through without breaking.
It is a rock melon.
But it's not a rock.
Boom, boom.
I didn't actually expect it to break. I thought that would work. Gee, we're not doing good with our gadgets today. But I actually wondered also if this would work for cutting a cake into perfectly portioned slices. I have one here that I prepared earlier. It's a black forest cake.
Ooh.
So let's give...
Oh.
I don't know if it's going to work because it's broken, but let's give it a go. Moment of truth. Is it going to work? Ah. It's just compacting the cake. It's getting smaller. I don't think this thing is sharp at all. I think that's the problem. It's just squashing the cake. How can it not cut a cake?
Nah, it's all good. Look at that. Magnificent. That like saved you like 20 seconds.
But how am I going to get it off the cake?
Well, you just use your hands from this point.
Oh my gosh!
Well, then it becomes sort of like the plate. You then carry it by the green handles.
This is a total failure. Oh my goodness. What do you think? What do you think?
Boy, if I wanted a cake that looked like that, I would have cut it.
It ruined my beautiful cake. If I turn it this way, it worked really well. But if I turn it
Clever.
this way,
Never.
So don't use it for cakes.
Wow.
Don't use it for melon. It wouldn't even cut melon. Ready for your piece of cake?
Yes.
I can bring the whole piece to you.
that
Which one
is-
would you like?
This is so clever.
Oh, I was trying to give you this one, but that one fell out.
Yes. It's like kind of like a dispenser at the
Instead of a Coke dispenser,
Coke dispenser, yeah.
it's a cake dispenser.
So clever.
Little known fact, Dave is not a sweet tooth.
Gadget number 3. Gadget number 3 is this clever little thing. It's called a easy sealer and it has heat sealing action.
I must admit, when I asked you what you needed from the shops for your gadgets, and you said Coke, Twisties, M&Ms, I actually didn't think you had gadgets. I thought you were just ordering snacks.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty impressed you actually have gadgets that go with these snacks.
Yeah, I got some cool gadgets. I'm always thinking. So I'm gonna take this one out and
Can't reseal if it's not open.
I'm sort of gonna. I don't know if people have twisties. Do you have twisties in your part of the world? Because these are my favourite snacks. If you look down the bottom, we have a PO box. You are welcome to send me twisties. They're like a buck.
I think people want the other way around. They want to try them. Yeah. So it's open. So now what do you do?
Well, I guess I'm going to go like this.
Like a stapler?
Well,
What did you
I think
do? Give me that.
there is no way this is working.
I think you went too fast at the end. Okay,
Hey, you know
go
what?
slow. It was working at the beginning. We
It
might
did.
have a winner. Oh my gosh.
I was cynical. I had my doubts.
Fair enough. The first two gadgets failed terribly.
They did. But this one is from Japan.
Or is it from Singapore?
It's from Singapore. Singapore via Japan. Japan via Singapore. That
It
is
sealed it.
actually very clever.
That is very cool because by sealing it like that, they're going to stay crispy and crunchy.
Mmm.
Okay, let's see if it works on the M&Ms.
Okay. You want to do it?
Yeah, sure. Do you think the wire is getting hot and melting the packet?
That's what I think is happening.
Okay, let's see. Ready? The test. Oh, look at this! It works! Yay!
That's cool.
We've got it clever!
It works.
That's
cool.
very cool. So
Yep.
if you don't have a container to put everything in and you have just finished baking something and used a little bit of a packet, you can reseal that up.
Oh.
It is hot?
Yeah. Yeah. That would definitely seal my fingers.
I don't recommend you stick your finger in the easy seal. But that is very cool for being able to reseal heaps of stuff. That is great. I like that idea. What do you think? Clever or never?
Ow.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I think it's clever. I think that they have come up with a ripper. And
I think it's clever too. Let us know in the comments what you think, clever or never, for gadget number 3.
well done, Japan.
Gadget number 4.
Okay. Come on.
I
No,
got
it's not a gadget. It's a piece of equipment.
Yeah, it's a printer.
Wow.
But you can use any printer, but inside this one is edible ink in the cartridges instead of ink that you can't eat.
Right.
Now, most people don't have one.
Did you get this from a $2 shop?
No.
Right, okay.
Most people don't have one of these, but you can get lots of places that will print for you with edible ink. So this is actually not the gadget bit of it. The bit that I wanted to test out is these. And they are chocolate transfer sheets, but they're printable chocolate transfer sheets.
Okay.
So we've used before on how to cook that chocolate transfer sheets like this that you buy, and they're printed with cocoa butter, and they turn out beautifully. So when I saw that you could print your own, I was like, oh, that's awesome. But I don't think it's going to turn out quite the same, because with cocoa butter you can print in white, but whereas when you're printing in this you can't print in white. So there's one problem already, is you can't use it with brown chocolate.
Right.
So you can only use this type of printed chocolate transfer sheet with white chocolate.
Okay.
But
I like white chocolate, yeah.
We'll give it a go. Okay, so basically what you do is you either send it off to someone who has an edible printer, or you print it yourself if you have one, and you print your design onto the transfer sheet, which just feels a bit like it's shiny, like plastic on one side, and then the other side is, how would you describe that?
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
Texturous.
It's definitely got a layer of something on there that's going to transfer to the chocolate, I assume. Okay, so do you want to move that out the way, because we don't actually need that. I was just explaining. Now I'm actually going to do 2 gadgets at once because they go together. I need both of them. So this one is my other gadget, which is a chocolate lollipop mold. So you can put the little sticks here and you fill this bit up with chocolate, but the bit I liked about it was this. It comes apart.
What's so good about it coming apart? Like,
because then you can go like this, you've got the holes there. We can put our transfer sheet here and line it up with exactly where we want it.
okay.
And then I'll put the traditional chocolate transfer sheet on the other half so we can compare them. And then what you do is you just put this over the top, and it's got a magnet.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And it lines up. So instead of having to cut out individual circles and put them in each hole, you just saved yourself a heap of time. Now we're going to put lollipop sticks, which should be cake pop sticks, in each hole. That'll do. And then we're going to fill up each of our moulds so that they are covering the design, and they're also covering the cake pop stick. So we're going to do that for the ones that are printed and for the traditional chocolate transfer sheet, so we can see the difference and see which one is better and which one looks good. And I hope that the top ones work, because that's just awesome if you can print your own for birthday parties and everything else. You give that a little tap, it'll smooth out the other side. So once they're all filled, they have to go in the fridge to set, and so we might come back to this gadget and check out how it worked and move on.
Gadget number 6 is a cookie cutter.
Yay!
And I'm predicting clever. It rolls and does things, and it's for cookies, or as we call them in Australia, biscuits. In America, they're cookies. In America, they call biscuits
Scones.
what we call scones, but in the UK, that's scones, and in Germany, that's Plätzchen, and in
Is a scone a Plätzchen?
or a biscuit is, or a cookie, and in Chinese, it's a sui si bing.
Really? I don't believe you.
All the Chinese viewers write in and let me know. Sui si
If
bing.
you know anyone who says they can speak another language, there is like this test thing you can do. What language? Chinese?
Yeah.
Okay, so pull out Google Translate and then put the microphone on and see if it can recognize what you said.
Sui si bing.
It says together and together.
Oh.
So sweet, but not what you were trying to say. Try again. Ready?
Sui si bing.
GP ice?
Well, try my German.
Okay.
Plätzchen.
Cookie!
Yes! I sprechen Sie Deutsch.
You got that one. Do you want to try Chinese once more?
Yes. Sui si bing.
Favorite ice?
Oh yeah, it's similar.
I don't think the intonations were quite right.
Intonations.
Okay, yep, all good.
All right.
Moving on. We have a cookie cutter. Let's roll. Squirrel.
Let's roll.
This one's a squirrel.
All right, so now what I need to do, you look at that, here's some cookie dough
That you did not prepare earlier. That I prepared earlier on the list of things needed for your gadgets. Cookie dough.
Down a bit. You go like this with your rolling pin and just squish it down a bit more. I'm just
You
going
try and spin it, I'll try and roll it.
Well, yeah, because you need the practice.
You're good at spinning.
I'm good at spinning. I was spinning free. Whoa. And now you just go like this, and here's one I prepared earlier.
Okay, show me your gadget.
Oh, that was cool. Look, I've never used it. I'm not sure if that comes as a surprise to you, but I am guessing this is what you do. Is that how it's supposed to go?
It's your gadget, but I'm guessing no. It's like compacted in to the cutter. Maybe if you flour your gadget before you roll. If you grab some flour. Alright.
What do you reckon? This is destined to succeed. We cannot lose.
Here you go.
Oh.
You working or not working?
Better.
That's working heaps better.
Yeah.
So I think the dough was just a bit too thick and you needed the flour over the top.
I
like
like it.
that, you get a whole row. So if you roll your dough to the perfect thickness, coat it in flour, you can use the roller. I think cutters are better, so I'm not giving it a clever. What about you?
Well, I think because I brought it all the way from Singapore, I think I was very clever. And so it's sort of
No doubt you're very
rubbed
clever.
off onto this.
Just doubting the gadget.
Yeah, I'm a bit 50-50.
Let us know what you think, clever or never for that one. Rewinding back to gadget number 4 and gadget number 5, which was a chocolate lollipop mold and also printable transfer sheets. Now the question is, can we get them out? This has a handy little thing so you can pull that off. And I just give this a little push.
Oh, that is cool.
That made them easy to get out.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh, they're cool.
Lollipops.
Look at that.
See, the difference is, these are the traditional chocolate transfer sheets. Can you see how they're shiny? And these ones aren't shiny. That would be because of the cocoa butter in those. So, if you're just doing a pattern like that, I prefer the normal ones. What about you? But if you're doing something custom, like you want how to cook that, or an emoji, and you want to print it yourself, I actually think that works pretty well. What do you think?
Yeah. I think that's actually really good.
Apart from the limitation of it has to be white chocolate, but you could always do a layer of white and then a layer of dark, like top deck.
Yeah.
I give that a clever. I give both this mould, because that was super easy to use, a clever, and chocolate transfer sheets a clever.
Yes.
Only if it's on white chocolate.
I'm giving it a clever 2. So warm. Gadget number 4 is...
6.
Oh. So that's been Clever or Never. Thanks heaps for watching. Leave a clever or never... No. This is hard, eh? I don't know how you do this every week. Thanks heaps for... I think I just spat on them. So that's been Clever or Never. Thanks heaps. So that has been Clever or Never. Leave a comment below if, which ones you thought were clever or never. And if there's other things that you've come across in gadget stores that you think would be fun for us to try, let us know and we'll give it a go.
Subscribe to How to Cook That for more crazy sweet creations. Click here for more of the Clever or Never videos, here for more desserts, and here for the latest video. Make it a great week by doing
something fantastic for someone else.
If you have a brother or sister, do something fantastic for them.
Yeah, do it. Do it for your brother.
We'll see you Friday.
Bye.
Oh, how baby